Welcome back in, guys. This is JE Live, and we're coming to you live off a Rams loss, their third straight. Getting to be something of a common event, I guess. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this. I'm a little ticked off. Actually, I'm really ticked off. First off, the defense is not the greatest thing. Okay, I've been seeing the comments. I know there's a lot of people that don't like the defense, and I get that. And I personally wouldn't be playing the bend don't break or whatever style defense that they do play. However, to get 3 straight stops and to come away with 0 points on the offensive side, just pissed me the hell off, to be honest with you. What it comes down to is this, and I mean, I'm going to make this very simple to digest, so to speak. The Rams' offense is more of a problem than their defense, because at the end of the day, if they can't, if they're not able to score, if they can't score, it doesn't freaking matter how many stops they get, okay? It just doesn't. It does not matter how many stops this team gets if they can't score. I mean, this offense has been abysmal. And look, Stafford threw 300-plus yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, Henderson had 55 rushing yards. Kupp had 96 receiving yards. Jefferson 93. Odell had 81. It's not about in total. It's about the end of the day, it's abysmal in a sense that in situations where you have to succeed and you don't, that's what we're talking about. And so, first and foremost, I can't stress enough, Sean McVay's play calling is not good enough. It's not. His decision-making, however, is even worse. Somehow, the Rams decide to go for it on 4th down at their own 30 to start the game off, but then now that they're down by multiple scores in the fourth quarter, they opt to not do that twice. Mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing to punt it back twice. You ran out of possessions. You weren't going to be able to have an opportunity to win the game. No idea what you were thinking. The onside kick, even if they got it, it was 16 seconds left. I mean, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. This team isn't good enough. This team will not win a Super Bowl the way it's at right now. A lot of things have to change. And I think we're not going to know for sure because they play the Jaguars next. So, they're either going to lose that, and then at that point, I don't know if they're going to win another game, or they'll win that, and there's nothing to really take away from that because Jacksonville isn't a good football team. But, it's just what it comes down to is this, this is a good football team, the Green Bay Packers, very good on the road. I get it, but I can't tell you how many times the Rams had opportunities to win this game. Green Bay did not put this game away by any stretch. The Rams had so many opportunities, and they blew it. They absolutely blew it. Can't stress that enough. I just think right now they're in a rough spot. I mean, we've seen it with Sean McVay's teams. They go through 2-3 game skids every single year, it seems like. So, the hope is that they come away from this better, but, it's getting to be, ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But, what I will say is I don't understand victory lapping, why a team is struggling, why a team is bad when it's your favorite team. I don't get that. I mean, be a fan, I guess. Like I'm upset. I'm going to call it like it is. I know a lot of you are upset. What I don't understand is so many people out there, I'm not saying they're doing it here, but there's so many people out there that are victory lapping. Congrats, you're right. Guess what? You get to go to your office tomorrow or your school, or if you work from home, you go to your desk. And you know what? Life doesn't change. Just because you were right about your team losing does not mean your life got any better, unless you just don't like the team. So I always crack up at that dynamic, is victory lapping. Oh, yeah, I was so right. I told you my team wasn't going to be good. Congrats. What did that get you? Nothing. So I don't know. It's a clown show, but YouTube ended the feed. What? No, I'm still live. I don't know. What do you mean? I'm not starting a new one. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. What's it? You guys can't see the feed? Yeah, okay, the feed's live. Yeah, I thought it was. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why viewers are dropping like crazy. I don't know, maybe people are upset that we lost, and I don't know. But, okay, cool. Gotcha. I don't know why the camera's so dark, by the way. I'm sorry about that. I used the same lighting and everything. Everything just looks off. It's really odd. It is what it is. There's not really anything I can do about it, but yeah. Okay, so let's discuss. Okay, offense. First off, if Stafford is that hurt, he shouldn't be playing. It's about as simple as I can make that. You know, he should at least be on the injury report. I don't understand that. With Henderson, should have run the ball more with him early on to go away from the run. Once again, just, you know, it's just typical Sean McVay running out of the shotgun, which, I mean, they don't get anything out of the shotgun. They're not the Tennessee Titans. I saw today, what's his face? Darius Hilliard ran for like a 70-yard run or whatever out of the shotgun. Rams don't do that. The receivers look good. I mean, you know, Kupp was open all game. I don't know why it took him so long to get him involved. He should have had way over 100 yards. Should have had a touchdown. I just don't understand what they were doing there. OBJ looks great. Wasn't healthy at all pretty much the entire game because early on in the game he gets hit in the back and then, you know, was banged up. He still caught a touchdown, still blew by everybody. You know, he's going to be a key contributor as long as he can stay healthy. Van Jefferson, once again, you know, deep threat, very nice touchdown. Would have liked to see a little bit more, but I just feel like Stafford definitely has to put these guys in better position to succeed. And, you know, a lot of throws behind these receivers, you're going to get those drops. It's going to happen. So, you know, that's just looking at that. I don't think they utilized, you know, I don't think they utilized the tight ends enough. First off, I don't think they used Higbee enough. Secondly, I don't think they used the other guys enough, like Blanton and, you know, your opportunity to get what's-his-face involved, Bryson Hopkins. The offensive line wasn't the best, but they weren't the worst. Stafford held on the ball too long. Defensive line, I thought they came through at times. You know, there's a lot of holding that was not called until the end of the game. Greg Gaines, first off, held a lot. I mean, he was held all game by that one guy in the trenches. You know, so there's that. I thought A'Shawn Robinson had his best performance of the season, maybe his best performance since becoming an LA Ram. So, you know, that was some good things. Aaron Donald, once again, showing you know, he can get after the quarterback, can get after the backfield. He was held quite a bit, but, you know, he pulled through it. Von Miller with a really bad penalty. You know, a great stop on the right side where he's setting the edge and he trips up Aaron Jones, but really bad penalty. Late hit on Aaron Rodgers, gave him a free 15. You know, that was just stupid, but, you know, Leonard Floyd, solid, not great, but not horrible. They did get pressure on Rodgers for the most part. I mean, as much as you would expect them to get when, I mean, let's face it, guys, the officiating wasn't the worst, but they were allowing all of these third-string offensive linemen to jump way early. I don't think I've ever seen that many false starts that weren't called, so there was that. Now we get to the part where you guys have been waiting. Okay, Jake has been a defender of Troy Reeder. Where is he at on this? What is the deal? And I'll tell you right now, appreciate Troy Reeder coming on my show. I've liked him, and I felt like he was a little, you know, he was a little underrated because of how much hate he got. But I just don't feel like he's cutting it at this point in time. And to be honest with you, I don't think Ernest Jones is really. I know Ernest Jones is the sexy third-round pick. You know, he's a rookie. Everyone's excited for him. But if you want my honest opinion, this team just needs one linebacker. And unfortunately, that's the one linebacker that is no longer on the roster in Kenny Young. I think this team misses Kenny Young's ability, you know, in the middle. Can kind of do it all. Sideline and sideline linebacker. Got better in coverage this year. The Broncos are going to bring him back. I mean, they like him a lot. I think that's a big loss. And I can't stress that enough. that was a huge loss for them to let go of Kenny Young, to trade Kenny Young away. I think was definitely a problem. We talked about that. Yes, they got Von Miller. Yes, they got OBJ, but Kenny Young has really shown you by not being there how much better he was than everyone else. The linebackers are an issue. When you're going to play zone coverage, you need linebackers that can cover. Ernest Jones, I mean, he's okay. He's not great. And, long term, the hope is that he will mold into something special. But I don't see it early on. So right now, playing on a team that has Super Bowl aspirations, you have to have better linebacker play. And then kind of going on to the secondary, you got some really good stuff out of Darius Williams, probably his best game all season long. I thought he played very well. Jalen Ramsey, is Jalen Ramsey. Robert Rochelle didn't play on the defensive side, but had a really key recovery on a muffed punt from Randall Cobb on special teams. So, shout out to him. Dante Dion, I thought, had some good moments. There was another one where he was blown over the top. But what I will say about this, for anybody wondering, okay, why are you saying Dante Dion played well when he was blown over the top by Davante Adams? And why were you giving him credit, or why were you giving him a pass? And the reason for this is very simple. He's using a trail technique, and he's assuming he has help over the top. It looked to me like Nick Scott did not play it correctly, and so that deep play over the top to Davante Adams came because of that, because they didn't have help over the top, and you have Dante trailing Davante Adams, and then you don't have help from the safety because the safety's playing too shallow. It allows the big play, and Rodgers isn't going to miss that. So I don't think the safety play is good enough on that side. I thought Rapp is okay right now. I think he's had a pretty solid year, and I'm not going to use him as a scapegoat because they play mainly zone coverage, and in the coverage they play, it always makes Rapp out to be the enemy, when in reality, he's the one that has to clean up a mistake, whether it was by Ramsey, Williams, or somebody else like Reader. It always looks like it's Rapp. Rapp is okay. He's not the greatest safety ever, but he is a solid safety in his own right. What I will say is Nick Scott, though, let's go back to this, okay? Nick Scott not getting that interception. And I understand, it sounds crazy, but Nick Scott not getting that interception led to a punt, which led to the fumble from J.J. Koski. Now, this is not an excuse for the special teams, which is a joke, and this is not an excuse to the special teams returner, J.J. Koski. This is just straight up what it is. If Nick Scott picks off Aaron Rodgers when the ball is thrown right into his breadbasket, guess what? The Rams take over, there's no punt, and the Rams don't breathe life right back into the Packers with that fumble. That was a big issue. And again, that is a huge issue there. But it's stuff like that where, I just look and I'm like, the Rams can definitely be better than they were today. They can be better than they were against the Niners, and they can be better than they were against the Titans. Anyone that thinks that this team is done, I don't agree. But if they were to lose to the Jaguars and lose 4 straight, I'd be more inclined to believe you. But I mean, it's frustrating because the Rams had so many opportunities to win this game. The Packers would not put them away. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, the Green Bay is going to take over. And I was waiting for them to take over, and they never did. They got 3 straight stops. So this abysmal defense, this defense that gets a lot of crap, got 3 straight stops. And you know what, an offense with Matthew Stafford, Darrell Henderson, OBJ, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, Van Jefferson, do you know what they got? 0 points on the next 3 drives. I mean, that's just not conducive to winning football. It's just not. And when you're playing the bend, don't break style defense, and you're keeping the defense on the field for 18 plays, and then your offense comes out and has a 3 and out, you're just not going to win football games that way because you're putting your defense back out there. They're exhausted, And I get it. Look, I'm not saying the defense is the greatest thing ever, but you know, it's both ways, man. They're just complementary football is huge. We always talk about we always hear Sean McVay talking about complementary football, how offense, defense, special teams all kind of coincide and play together. Well, they can also lose you a game, and that's what's happening. I mean, they lost this game on all three phases. I mean, you go look at the defense. I thought they played better than the offense, but the offense, you know, their 3 and outs, their failure to score on any of those 3 huge stops from the defense, they weren't enough. On top of it, the special teams unit, you know, with the fumble. I mean, I hate to charge the entire special teams unit with the fumble, but that's how it is. You know, special teams should just be, you know, squeaky clean. And I mean, that's as simple as I can make that. You know, I just think that, you know, I didn't restart the stream. I never restarted the stream, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully I'm still live. Everyone, be sure to like this video. I have over 100 people in here, so it'd really be beneficial if, you know, you restarted the video. Or didn't restart the video? Oh, no, okay, it didn't. Yeah, everyone, be sure to like this video. It would really help me out. I'm a little under the weather, if you can't tell. Like, my voice isn't like this normally. It's very hoarse. I mean, I was at a concert, so that's probably why, but I'm also just not feeling all that well, so. Yeah, please hit the like button. What's up, LA Rams? Matthew, thank you for donating. Yards don't mean much if you can't put points on the board. McVay needs to let O'Connell call. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't see how it could be a problem. I would have loved 9 ice kills. I don't think the Rams suck. A team that sucks wouldn't have been in it at the end to potentially beat a 9-3 team, but Tom Grossi was on the preview. Thank you guys for your donations. Bro, Stafford has had 3 straight games turning the ball over twice and led to 14 points. Can we stop with the turnovers, please? I know, right, Brandon? Jeez. It's annoying. Please either fire Morris or change this defensive philosophy because bend no break doesn't work without a lead. Yeah, no, I understand everyone's frustration. I mean, I'm not going to say, you know, I don't. I totally understand everyone's frustration. This should be a Super Bowl team. This should be the best team in the league. This team should be winning an NFC title, but it doesn't look like they're going to. I mean, even if they beat the Cardinals would have to have a little bit of a collapse. And sorry, I'm using manual focus, so I'm trying to get this thing back in. Let's see, is that all right? That's fine, I guess. One and done team at best. Half the team is up for free. I don't understand, Renee. How are they a one and done team at best? Like, we don't know what they're going to be. That's the thing. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, you know, it's funny. I was watching the Colts and Tampa game, and I keep hearing, because, you know, everyone's obsession with Tom Brady. And I'm watching the game, and they're talking about how Tom Brady led the team down the field to score, and Tom Brady's unbelievable. Leonard Fournette had 4 freaking touchdowns. Like, at some point or another, like, you know, it's just kind of ridiculous to me. You know, this team beat Tampa. Tampa barely beat the Colts. This team barely beat the Colts. You know, I just think at this point in time, as bad as the Rams have looked, they did have fight in this game at the end. If they went down, you know, 36-10, you know, that's one thing. But I'm not about to say that they're totally done. You know, I'm not about to say they're totally done because, I mean, if they were totally done, they would have just laid flat in this game. But you know what? Even if that was the case, they wouldn't be totally done. They're 7-4. You know, that's what they are. They're 7-4. They're not totally done. So, I don't know. I disagree with it. I understand everyone's frustration. I do get that. But, you know, it's a group thing, and I think Raheem Morris is getting too much of the blame, and Sean McVay is not getting enough of it. Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry it kicked you out, Matthew. I didn't reset it or anything like that, so I don't know what's going on, but that's annoying. Yeah, please hit the like button, everybody, if you can. Would really appreciate it. I'm going to be recording a podcast with my co-host Alexis at the top of the hour. We'll get that out as soon as possible. And then, oh man, I'm beat. Can't believe we waited 2 weeks for this. Yeah. No, I mean, they are still afraid to run the ball. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but they still almost won the game. Like, that's the thing. They were still in this game. They still had every opportunity, and they shot themselves in the foot more often than not. Honestly, if Koski doesn't fumble, either that or Nick Scott picks it off. Do the Packers win this game? I'm not entirely certain they do. I mean, the Rams didn't play great, but at the end of the day, the Rams had a chance at the end. They're not, like, again, I understand the frustration, but they're not, like, losing by, they didn't lose by 50, and they lost to a great team. So I don't know. The whole one and done in the playoffs, man, we don't know what the hell the Rams are going to be by January, Like, I hate that, like, just I don't know. Those statements are just, like, way too big. It's like, all we know is that they played 11 games, and in those 11 games, they've won 7 of them. In those 7 wins, they've beaten one team that just went to the Super Bowl and won, and for the most part, they haven't played a great schedule, okay? That's what we know. That's all we know. We know that Stafford threw more touchdowns this year than Jared Goff did all of last year. We know that the Rams don't have Robert Woods the rest of the year. We know that they're hoping Cam Akers comes back, and it sounds like he'll be back in the playoffs. We don't know much else after that. We don't know what team this will be. We don't know if this is a bad month. We don't know. Like, here, you want me to kind of take you off the ledge a little bit? Because I know people are always like, oh, I'm done with this team. Whatever. Here's how it goes, okay? The playoff seedings right now, you have, okay? Hear this. So, Arizona at 9-2, Green Bay at 9-3, Tampa Bay at 8-3, Dallas at 7-4, Rams at 7-4, San Francisco at 6-5. Minnesota would literally make the playoffs at 5-6 right now. Okay, let's go to the AFC. The leading team in the AFC right now is the Baltimore Ravens at 7-3. Followed by the New England Patriots at 8-4, the Titans at 8-4, the Chiefs at 7-4, the Bengals at 7-4, the Bills at 7-4, and the Chargers at 6-5. Okay, who is good in this league? Who is good in this league? This is what I'm saying about the Rams, and this is why I'm just saying don't be so, sure of yourself that you know what this team is. I don't know what this team is. No one knows what this team is. I mean, dude, the Patriots have won 6 straight. I remember when New England fans, when they were 2-4, were saying, man, it really was Brady all along. We knew it was Brady all along. It was Brady. He was carrying Belichick. Okay, well, now they've won 6 straight, just like I figured they would. And Bill Belichick has turned that team into an 8-4 team. But when they were 2-4, that fan base was crucifying them to the point where some people were even saying, get rid of Bill Belichick. Here's one, okay? The Chargers, they're 6-5. 6-5. The Chargers have 5 losses. They were supposed to be way better than this. I have them in the Super Bowl playing the Rams. I'm shocked that they're 6-5. How about the Kansas City Chiefs? They're 7-4. Oh, the season's over. Oh my God, the sky is falling. Now they've won however many straight. They're 7-4. How about the Bengals? That fan base gave up on them like early on, in the preseason, and here they are. They're 7-4. I mean, the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. Bills are 7-4. Bills aren't winning the AFC right now. They're not even winning the AFC East. How about the Ravens? Their season's over. They lost J.K. Dobbins. They lost Gus Edwards. They lost Marcus Peters. They're leading the AFC. I mean, it's just like comical. I remember when I said Seattle was going to be bad this year. I had them going like 7-10. And people were like, "You're insane. There's no way they go 7-10." They're 3-7 right now. You know, I thought the Giants would win the division. They're 4-7. You know, I thought Carolina would win 6 games. They've lost 7 already. I thought Carolina would lose 6 games, win 11. They've lost 7 already. I didn't think the Eagles would win more than 3 games. They're 5-7. New Orleans is 5-6. The Falcons look abysmal and they're 5-6. Okay, they barely beat the Jaguars and they're 5-6. San Francisco looked like they were in hot water and now they're 6-5. I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Renee, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. So, you know, because you're saying just because you don't know what the team is doesn't mean some of us who have been watching football for over 40 years doesn't know what this team is. We've watched enough football to know what we see. I mean, I'm watching the same games you are. My dad's been watching football just as long as you. None of us know what this team is. It's not about how long you've been watching. That's the common misconception, okay? It doesn't matter how long. I don't care if you've seen The Greatest Show on Grass. I don't care if you even know what I'm talking about when I say The Greatest Show on Grass. I don't care if you've seen any football, okay? We don't know what this team in November will be in January because you can't predict the future in the NFL. You cannot do that. That's the thing. So right now, you know, you do not know. That's why I don't like right now at this team, the way it's at, yeah, they're probably not a Super Bowl contender. The way they're playing. You know, but this idea that like you've seen the future, like, yeah, they're one and done in the playoffs. Like it can't change. Like that is their fate. That's just closed-minded. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the Rams or anything. You know, it's ridiculous. But, I mean, you know, that's what it's going to be. You know, I mean, people are going to get upset. I get it. People are frustrated. But, I mean, this team, I'm pissed that they lost this game because they had every opportunity to win. But, no. Well, TJ, I just thought that you were kind of being... No, I didn't call you an idiot. I said that was an idiotic comment. I remember what I said. Well, let me ask you this. When they were, 7-1? How good do they look then? Do you think they all of a sudden can't get back to that? Like, do you think they're this is them now? Do you think that they're not going to win another game the rest of the year? Do you think they're going to lose to Jaguars? Like, I'm curious because, I mean, we all have our own opinions and everything, but, I mean, something's got to give. You know, I just think it's funny. Like, yeah, they're not getting past. They're a one and done. I don't know. I mean, I don't. To be honest with you, the schedule doesn't concern me. Okay, like NFL teams play NFL teams. That's what it comes down to. You know, schedule doesn't concern me. It's just an overblown there. Like everyone plays a tough schedule because you're playing an NFL team, and if you're talking about the NFL, there's about 3 to 4 plays that dictate a game, that decide a game. Rams fan, regardless of outcome, still in playoff contention. Plenty of time to clean it up, make a run. I'm not mad, just a little disappointed. Jordan, thank you so much for donating. I can't even talk. Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I mean, I'm upset too, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, that's the way the Rams are. I mean, I just, you know, it's never pretty. That's what they are. I mean, You know, like Tampa, it's not pretty with them either. But, you know, they have Tom Brady, so they can't do no wrong. They have one more win than the Rams right now. Tampa Bay does. And they almost lost 3 of their last 4. They were outplayed in Indy, and they came back and won because of Fournette's 4 touchdowns. They lost to the Saints. They lost to the Saints. They lost to Trevor Siemian. Trevor Siemian out-dueled Tom Brady, okay? They also lost to Taylor Heineke. Like, this league, again, we haven't figured out what's going on. I don't think we know who's good and who's bad. We just, pretty much the only team that has shown that they are a top-notch team, a team that's better than everyone else, is the Cardinals. Cardinals, 2 losses. I mean, one of them is to the Packers. That's a pretty good loss to have, you know? I mean, if you really think about it, Arizona lost to the Panthers, which was kind of fluky, and they lost to the Packers by 3. Panthers without their starting quarterback. I mean, that's really it. That's the only team with 2 losses. Like, if you looked in the AFC right now, the Rams, they would be in the thick of, I mean, they would be right there for the 4th, 5th, or 6th seed. So it's like, it's not like it's crazy. I think so too, Nolan, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I don't know truly how hurt Matthew Stafford is. I think that's definitely a concern that I have. Because if it's serious, then they need to play John Wolford. Because you can't keep trotting out Matthew Stafford with how much you've put into him. You can't keep trotting him out if he's not 100%. You just can't. Don't forget, we have 12 players, out of which 6 were contributors to offense and defense. No, you're right there. Absolutely. Yes, please hit the like button. Let's get over the triple-digit likes. I've never really been a big fan of the special teams. And, I mean, since Coach Bones, they haven't hired anyone worth a damn, in my opinion. But that's just me. Our offense is extremely shaky. We cannot keep playing down. We cannot keep downplaying it. I mean, the way what's-his-face was returning kicks, I wouldn't mind him returning punts. What's-his-face? Sony Michel. I wouldn't be against him returning punts the way he was returning kicks. Can we start panicking about 9 now? He's been bad. Well, you know what's funny about Matthew Stafford? Is that he's really not playing that bad. The game against the Titans was bad. The pick sixes, it happens. I mean, it's not really, it's an interception. It just, the guy took it to the house, right? But, I mean, 302 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's a 96.6 passer rating, just below Aaron Rodgers' 97.2. On the road, in Green Bay, in the freezing cold. I mean, he wasn't amazing, but he wasn't as bad as many are saying. I think Stafford's struggles are way overblown. And anybody thinking that Bradford or Goff are better, I don't know what to tell you. But, yeah, Matthew Stafford is still playing as well as, I mean, the top quarterbacks, if you look at his statistics. I mean, you know. I don't believe in that padding stats. TJ Stafford's not average. Average quarterbacks can't throw for 5,000 yards. Oh, well, there were a couple passes that were picked by Rodgers. I'm the biggest Rodgers defender of anyone. I think he's the GOAT. Straight up. I think he's better than Brady. But Rodgers had 2 interceptions that were dropped. It goes both ways. It's just one way. The narrative has shifted this way. The narrative was Stafford coming in, has thrown 2 pick sixes in back-to-back weeks. He threw another one. Okay. But, you know, that's the thing. He's not an average player. I can't subscribe to that. You don't put up the number Stafford does and call him average. He's just not average. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, but, like, again, pick sixes. When do you get pick sixed? When does that happen? Most likely it happens on an out route that gets jumped. So it's, you know, it's like one of those things where, oh, so he picked off an out route. Like, I don't look at pick sixes as the end all be all. Does it suck? Yes. But what did you expect? Stafford to run 100 miles an hour and tackle him before he gets in the end zone? Like, then it wouldn't be a pick six, right? I don't put too much stock into that stat. Like, it does not, I don't know. It's just ridiculous to me. Yeah, exactly. That throw to Hendo was amazing, but let's not talk about that. Numbers aren't inflated. They were in this game. Like, I don't know. Guys, the Rams had a shot in this game. They lost by 8. I don't know. It's not garbage time. They weren't inflated. Matthew Stafford wasn't padding stats. They were trying to win the football game. What? Come on now. Awful loss, but the season is far from over. Just have to correct our mistakes before the postseason. Call me crazy, but I think we will surprise the league in the coming weeks. Darius, thank you for your donation and your optimism. Yeah, people are just mad. I get it, but, you know. I never really bought into that stat padding, because if Matthew Stafford was just a stat padder, then he wouldn't be one of the top quarterbacks in the league in fourth quarter comebacks. He wouldn't have thrown over 5,000 yards, because you can only pad stats for so long. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Plus, I just never bought into stat padding. It's like the whole Russell Westbrook thing. Guy gets 20 points, has 10 assists, and then he gets an extra rebound, so he has like 11 rebounds or something. He gets a triple-double. Triple-double for, you know, Nikola Jokic is a triple-double. A triple-double for Russell Westbrook, and it's like, oh, he's padding his stats. It's just, it's a lazy narrative across sports. Anthony, we absolutely did have a chance. I mean, go back and watch the game if you don't believe me. I mean, the Rams had every opportunity to win that football game. They had 3 straight stops on defense. I mean, think about that. They had 3 straight stops on defense, and they got 0 points on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, you know, it's not good enough. Not good enough. Even the fact that they only possessed the ball about 20 minutes in this game, and they still had a shot. They had so many chances. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Just, I mean, think about this, okay? So the Rams defense, well, the offense goes 3 and out, and then the defense gets a 3 and out, and then they punt it away, and then J.J. Koski fumbles, and then they get a field goal out of that while also taking off about 2 minutes. And then the offense comes back out and throws a pick 6. And then, you know, the offense comes back out and goes 7 plays for 80 yards in 2 minutes, including a 54-yard touchdown to OBJ. By the way, all those people that OBJ is a cancer. He's such a cancer, right? Man, what a cancer there, going out there with a hurt back, not knowing the playbook as well as everyone else, going for the touchdown. I love that. Even though they lost, I just love that OBJ did like, I don't want to hear any sort of like belly aching about OBJ again. Without him, they would be screwed. I'm not running out of talking points to excuse Stafford. I still think he's got to play better. That's not the case. And I've been holding the offense accountable. I'm actually literally saying the opposite. I'm saying they had multiple opportunities to win this game with their offense. Like, I mean, yeah. So anyway, you had, let's see here. So the defense holds Green Bay to a field goal. Rams throw an interception, a pick six. So it's 17-36. They get a touchdown in 2 minutes. They get a punt, and then the Rams punt it from their own 26, even though they went for it at their own 30 in the first quarter. That's on McVay. By the way, at this point, there's 10:56 to go in the fourth quarter, and McVay opts to punt the ball down 36-25. Okay. Oh, what do you know? The defense gets another stop, and they hold them, but they took 3 minutes off this clock. So he takes 3 minutes off the clock, up 36-25, and then the Rams get the ball back again. It is a 3 and out, and then they punt it from their own, 22. And then Green Bay misses a field goal, but it doesn't matter. Do you know why that is? Because Green Bay on that drive took about 3 minutes off the clock, leaving it to be about 3 minutes left in the game. So when the Rams went 11 plays for 47 yards and spent 2 minutes and 47 seconds, they left 18 seconds on the clock. So regardless if they got the onside kick, wouldn't have mattered because there was no time to really do much of anything. So at the end of the day, no, it did not work out. Rams didn't play good enough. Sean McVay's game management has a lot of work to be done. There's a reason, by the way. There's a reason why Sean McVay has such a poor record when losing at halftime. He's a hard time adjusting. I'm a big fan of his, but I'm very openly critical about him because I don't feel like he's as good as he should be. This is a game where Kyle Shanahan in this situation would have won this football game. I'd even say Zach Taylor over with the Bengals. I mean, they almost beat this team. They would have won this game the way it was played out. Cliff Kingsbury and the Cardinals win this game. Dallas probably wins this game. Tampa Bay wins this game. They had every opportunity to win this football game, and they didn't come through. It's that simple. So, man, is it a bummer, but that's the way it is. I agree with you on almost everything, but why does it feel like lately almost every other passing play takes forever to develop? And why can't we just only rush for linemen more consistently? Mark, thank you so much for donating. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Personally, I want to get... The whole running out of the shotgun thing is starting to get really annoying. Really annoying. That's a big thing. The defense playing off as much as they do is annoying. Rams are just starting to be annoying. Let's be honest. Their offense is really annoying because they have all the talent in the world and they're going 3 and out. And a lot of it's unforced errors. I mean, that's what it is. That's why these games hurt so much. It was unforced errors. The pick six, I mean, that is, you could say that's a takeaway. Good play by, I already forgot the guy's name. Yeah, I'm not going to remember, but the cornerback who's literally on my dynasty team, and I can't even remember his name. I don't know why I can't remember it. I could tell you what school he went to. He went to West Virginia, but I don't remember his name right now. It almost came to me. Rasul Douglas, thank you so much. My God, that would have driven me insane. So, Rasul Douglas makes a nice play on the football, okay? Interception, fine, whatever. The unforced errors are things like, hey, Stafford, you're in the pocket for 4 minutes or whatever you're in the pocket for. You have all the protection in the world. You're driving down the field. You're down. You can't take a sack. He eats the ball, takes a sack, okay? You know, there's an unforced error in a sense because you waited so long to throw the football. Anybody in God's green earth would have tackled you. But it's like the fumble on the punt, no. It's just they're backbreakers, man. No, we definitely don't want Goff back. Yeah, Reader really struggled. Good example as to why you can't just look at, oh, he got 13 tackles and led the team in tackles. Like, tackles are almost meaningless when it comes to like a stat to tell you how good a defensive player is playing. You know, it's just like window dressing. Like, it's not really necessary. Yeah, I don't know. 2 pass breakups from Jordan Fuller, 1 from Darius Williams. Those are easier. Nick Scott had a pass breakup. Yeah, this game sucked. I mean, they had every opportunity and they didn't, but I don't know. From the looks of it, looks like you'd rather just lose to teams in the regular season and beat them in the playoffs. Maybe these two they see each other again. My biggest concern about the Rams not taking care of business is this. Rams go to the playoffs, and if they have to play the Niners, I will have no confidence in them winning. They have given me no confidence going up against the Niners. And by the way, would like to point out the Niners are now 6-5 after the Rams kind of injected them with life in that game. So there's a bigger issue here. They've now won 3 of the last 4. The Rams have lost now 3 straight. You know, it's not good. Not good. What's up, James? Yeah, I'm bummed too. Yeah, you guys know, I hate soft coverage. I hate playing off, man. I'd play bump and run. I'd be physical. Another thing, by the way, I'd go for it on 4th down almost every time because I have Cooper Kupp. Why do I say that? You get into Cooper Kupp, you saw what he did on that 3rd down, towards their own area of the field. Cooper Kupp gets the ball. He catches it. He's got about 2-3 yards to get the first down. Spins out of the tackle. Gets the first down and like 5 more yards. I don't know why Cooper Kupp took so long to be targeted in this game. He didn't have a target until the 2nd quarter, I believe. So it's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Rams haven't lost a game when Cooper Kupp caught a touchdown, but that's just me. Yeah, just super disappointing. This upcoming week, I'll have a preview for the Rams-Jags game. We'll have a Downtown Rams podcast recapping this game and giving you our thoughts. Can't even talk. And yeah, just a quick ad read that I forgot to do. This Cyber Monday, MyBookie is giving you a bet one get one free promotion on Monday Night Football games. On Cyber Monday, bet against the spread on the Week 12 Monday Night Football game and get whatever you wager up to $100. You'll receive that same value in a risk-free bet for Week 13's Monday Night game. MyBookie is the only sports book where you buy one, get one, means you're the one holding the bag. Don't miss out. Head to mybookie.ag this Monday and get in on the exclusive promotion. To set the stage before you redeem bet one, get one free promotion, why not wager on the biggest matchup of Week 12? Set yourself up for success by doubling your first deposit when using our promo code JKDTR at mybookie.ag. That's promo code JKDTR to double your initial deposit all the way up to $1,000 Bet anything, anywhere, anytime with my bookie. So it's a cool little bet one get one deal that my bookie is doing for Cyber Monday. So tomorrow you guys can get access to, we can get access to it right now. My thoughts on Lincoln Riley to USC, love it. I am a USC fan, so definitely excited for that. I'm a big fan of Lincoln Riley, and I don't really like Oklahoma, so pretty cool. That just works all the way around. But, you know. Guys, if you could, please give this a thumbs up. We got about 69 nice likes. If we can get this thing going, getting up. There's 70. Feel free, Jake. Is it tougher to talk about this team? Is it tougher to talk about this team who should be better or back for pre-McVay? I'm not sure I understand your question, CT Rams fan. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I mean, it's tougher to talk about this team after they lose. I can tell you that. Pretty much. Should be obvious at this point. There we go. 78 likes. Let's keep it going. Want triple-digit likes before I get out of here. We need to play better. These are games we shouldn't lose. Well, yeah. I mean, if they don't beat the Jags next week, then we have a real issue. $100 likes, baby. I feel like people aren't liking the video as much as they normally do. Is it because they lost? Probably. Joseph Day is hurt. What's up, coach? How you doing? There we go. 82 likes. We just need 18 more likes to get to 100, and I'll feel good. Guys, sorry for anybody that was waiting for the MCU live stream that I was going to do. It just didn't work out. So many things came up. Every time I went to go live, just didn't work. So we're going to be combining the first 3 episodes of Hawkeye once it comes out on Wednesday. So I will I'll be doing a show for all 3 of those, but that'll be that. Here's to better games then. Cheers, Jake. Horns up. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you donating, CT Rams. Yes, here's to better games. I'm pretty confident they're not about to blow it against the Jaguars. I mean, I've been watching the Jaguars. I don't care how bad the Rams play. The Jaguars are abysmal. They should roll Jacksonville, but we'll see. I mean, Trevor Lawrence should not be able to do much of anything against that defense. No, because I don't feel like that truly ever really weighs on the teammates or anything like that. I mean, they're just collectively not playing all that well, and I don't know. They just have moments. Like, Sean McVay has moments during, like, each season where, like, he just, I don't know. It just happens. I can't really explain it, but there's a consistency thing with it, so. Yeah, it was a bad call early on, and then it was bad not to go for it on 4th down the last 2 times in the 4th quarter. So, yeah, just bad all around. Final thoughts, guys? I think that's it. So, all right. Well, it's been fun, been real. I'll see you guys throughout the week. We'll be going live quite a bit. Might have some different shows planned. I'm going to be starting a betting show, Bogan's Bets, and going to have a MCU show, MCU Edge. So keep an eye out for that. We'll have the podcast as well. I don't think, did we go live last week? I don't remember. But yeah, we'll have the horror podcast, The Devil's Eyes, as well. But that is going to do it for me. Appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging in with me because I do not feel well at all. I don't know if you can tell. Just definitely under the weather. But thank you, TJ. It's definitely not easy doing a show after your team loses like that. You just want to scream into a pillow, but no. Just felt like I had to take care of business, go live, and that's that. But you guys take care. You be well. We'll talk again real soon. Later, guys.